delighted we're bringing it to the Forza franchise for the very first time, as you say. It's obviously a big decision for us. It was enabled in a large part by it being on Xbox One now. We always said we would do it when the time was right, and now we have the technology to really do a very detailed simulation of how weather works. You know, we simulate the atmosphere, we simulate the clouds, we have a climate manager which determines what the weather is going to do at any given point. And that means all of that means we can simulate very specifically how rain or cloud or mist works and how it looks within the game. So it's always changing the visuals of the game as you drive around the world. It's also changing up the driving experience as well. So every road could be different every time you drive along it. We're delighted with the size of the world. We're also delighted with the location as well. You know, so we're in the south of France, we're in the north of Italy. It's a very beautiful location, lots of stunning vistas, great driving roads. So it's a very beautiful place to explore, and as you say, it's really, really vast. And of course, it's now much more open than the original Horizon. We've knocked back a lot of the walls, a lot of the barriers, so you really can drive wherever you want. You can smash through a fence, you can drive across fields, and that adds a whole new dimension to the driving gameplay within Horizon 2. I think Forza Motorsport 5 is the serious game. It's about simulation, it's about getting that perfect lap on a famous racetrack. Horizon 2 is much more fun, it's more laid back, it's more relaxed. It's the experience that you have with friends. It's not necessarily about competing, just about having fun in cars. But actually I think those two experiences sit side by side. A lot of our fans play both games, you know. I don't think there are many fans who only want one. It's all about what mood you're in, what experience you're after, and now we have two games which can complement each other and offer that variety of experiences. So I was a huge fan of Drivatar when it launched with Forza Motorsport 5. I think it changed track racing. You know, it changed it by making it more varied and dynamic and unpredictable. Exactly the same thing happened when we switched it on in Forza Horizon 2. Suddenly our racing became just much more exciting by virtue of having Drivatars of real people in the races. But what we've also found is that now you can train your Drivatar to drive in the open world. So not just how you drive, but where you drive in the world. And that means that you can encounter the Drivatars of your friends anywhere in the open world. You can interact with them, you can race with them, you could follow them, and maybe they'll lead you to a secret that you haven't found. So it's a really cool feature. I think it changes the open world gameplay as well. The Horizon Festival has now moved. It's now in southern Europe. Obviously it's now located in Tuscany, but it's the same combination of music and cars and festival culture that you're familiar with from the first game. Music's an incredibly important part of the Horizon franchise, I guess. And we went back to the same guy who curated the soundtrack for the first game, a guy called Rob DeBank, and he's been back on board with Horizon 2, picking the soundtrack, setting the radio stations, and we've given him so much more freedom to create these soundtracks this time. We have more than double the number of radio stations, we have more than double the number of amount of music. So there's something for everyone, I think. There's so much more length and longevity to the radio stations that I hope you're going to be enjoying the variety of music for a long time.